Hello, everyone. I have my coffee and I am going to talk about the Housewives of Potomac, season 7, episode 1. Honey, I've been waiting for this for a while. What we're going to be seeing in this season, first, let me just give you a little bit about what's going to go on in season 7. It's going to be juicy. And I'm going to try to bring you every episode if I can, if God's willing. um, Karen gonna spill that she had permission to cheat on Ray. Then this blabbermouth Candice, she's gonna be taking fertility shots. Um, and what else? And get pregnant. Well, supposedly, you know how they leave the little cliffhanger. They can't do anything. Can't do it like that. And then we're gonna see Sharee gonna come back on the show. She wasn't on one of the housewives picture, but she is gonna be on the show. She was from the the first seasons with the Housewives of Potomac that had the basketball husband. That was Sharee. Well, she is back, but I don't know how long. I'm gonna have to find out how long she's gonna be uh, on back there. And then um, finally, we're gonna be looking at my girl getting divorced. Ashley Darby getting a divorce from Michael Darby. And we're going to see her buy a house with the man. We're going to see a lot in season 7. So, in this season, it started out cherry blossoms, beautiful cherry blossoms. And the ladies all, sitting around and talking. And then Ashley walks up. And they, you know how the ladies are. Hi, Ashley. Hi, beautiful. And that little crowd, they have their little spread, and the food is all the wine and the fruit, and everything is out, and the ladies are all out on the lawn in the cherry blossoms. It was so funny. And then after a while, um, they happened to explain to Ashley Darby what divorce is. Poor thing. Ashley was trying to, well, the older ladies were explaining to Ashley in the park that um how how vengeful Ashley's telling the ladies how vengeful Michael Darby is, but see, she can't say too much because of the divorce. But they were telling her that you don't buy a house with the man you wanted that you're going to divorce. And she told us the reason why she really what started the divorce. Here it is. Uh, she had a feeling for Michael sexually, her husband. She was still with him. They were like separated in heart, but not in bodies. And she wanted to have sex with him. And that's when she realized she was going to have to make up her mind. But she said that he wanted her to bring her old girlfriend He wanted a threesome. Yeah, that's the bottom line. And she told him that she is a mother now, and she didn't do threesomes. That was a part of her life that's over with now. And he didn't like that so well. Michael Darby, you know how Michael Darby is. And so let me see what else. Uh that Chris, and Candice. Candice, uh is it Bassett? Candice Dillard Bassett. That's her name, Bassett. And she's getting her freezing her eggs, her embryos, the embryos, and they asked them, why are you now deciding to freeze your embryos? And she was saying that it is now or never. She's getting older. And honey, on the way, okay, they at the place, and the lady telling them about the needles, and Chris gonna have to do it for her, and all this right here. And she pinches her stomach, and she say her cup is running over. She has a lot of eggs and all of this. And so she went on to explain how she is really loaded up with her. Her singing career is going off. That's the reason why she's freezing the embryo. But the lady let her know, when we start these injections, and this is nothing that you can reschedule and come back. Say, with the schedule that you have to be consistent. So, honey, this woman tells her husband that you need to, be consistent, and we need to do this thing together. Honey, they ride home in the car. Uh, that girl, Candice, honey, Candice is not one of my favorite ones on the show. Um, she is a beautiful young girl, but she has some growing up to do. This child has some growing up to do from the time she jumps all across the table, tell Mia, called her a night crawler and told her to go get her pimp, talking about her husband. It was ridiculous the last season. And then that brought me back when they brought this woman, Neil Thornton, on the show to replace Monique. That's what they did. Another feisty type spirited woman, similar to Monique. That's that Mia Thornton. But anyway, I'm jumping off. I just thought about me, this Candice. So anyway, Candice and Chris in the car going home. And she telling her husband, I don't trust you, being on board with me having this fertility, going to the fertility clinic because of your schedule. She explained why. She said, your schedule is never the same. And she said, I can just imagine um, us having a bunch of children running around and you are never there. You in the, oh Lord. And he just started cursing, and he's saying that, ooh, I mean, he was blip, 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 blip. And she said, if you cuss at me one more time, but then she cursed. She dropped the F-bomb at him. And she said, stop saying I'm not consistent. Stop saying this about me. I'm telling you this because you're not consistent. Oh, baby, we're going to find out some things about him due to the trailer. Yes, and it's not pretty, but I don't want to jump ahead of it. But yes, honey, this going to be a juicy season. Seasons 7. Really, really good. Okay, Joe, let me see what else happened. Let me see about Robin. What happened with Miss Robin? Oh yeah, Robin and Sharee, the one I told you. She is Sharee, the one. She still looked the same. If y'all remember Sharee, her hair's gotten a little longer. And she was married to the basketball star. I don't know if that was a wig or not, but Sharee and Robin, uh, remember when think her husband was a coach at the Boston Lizards or something like that. That's when Robin and Sharee met. And so they were sitting down at this little cafe having them a rosé. And she was asking Sharee, like, since you've been gone, what you been doing, intimately. And she said, well, I've only had I wasn't in any really relationship, but I had 2 boyfriends. She did say she had and honey, she re-asked her, say the $1,000,000 question with you is when is the date? And um what is her husband name? The one that I don't know what they trying to do, Rob. Her and her husband been engaged for so long. They was married once. Ron Dixon. They were married, divorced, lived together, and then she got a prenup. Who got a prenup? One of them got a prenup. I think it was Robin got a prenup. And oh my goodness, them two, that Dixon and Robin. She said she believed that they should be married, but she's not. I guess her mind is not really. I don't really believe Robin. I really don't, because she's thinking about telling him to get a prenup. She is the one want him to get a prenup. I think she signed the prenup in the beginning because remember he was making the money. Now she's a housewife, plus she got a little business, and now she's what's holding her up is she say the reason why she believed that the person in the marriage that makes the less money, that didn't earn none of the money, shouldn't get the money. And so Sharee say, so you mean to tell me my husband was a basketball coach, and she gets a bunch of money, because she used to be a housewife. She said, you telling me I don't deserve my husband's money? She said, yes, that's correct. So she looked really, she say, well, I don't agree with you, honey, because she was telling her about the money that she gets from her husband. So she said that she gonna get a divorce. But see, the thing of it is, remember when Ashley and Michael Darby had got a prenup? Well, their 5 years are up. Honey, Ashley used her head. That's what it was. She secured her bag. She has 2 children. the prenup supposed to be, from what the ladies were saying, is up after 5 years. I did not know that. Yeah, they were saying that the prenup is up after 5 years. Yeah. So anyway, she said that but I think she gonna have a rude awakening about this right here, because Michael Darby got a lot of money, and she won't say just how much Michael Darby has. Okay, now remember Mia Thornton. Okay, Mia Thornton. Uh, they started out with, you remember when about the cancer thing? She was supposed to have breast cancer, and she moved to Potomac. She moved back to Potomac, and she has a big old beautiful home, honey. And so they're renting the home, but it's beautiful. I tell you, it is beautiful. And she have a, it's a rental, but it's beautiful. And garden is still there in the picture. And let me see what else about that crew. She has a whole play thing for her kids. And you remember her mom? Um, her mom, well, that's not the one was on drugs. I don't believe, because she looked so good. I believe that's the same lady. You know, I think it's the woman that raised her, because her mother used to be on drugs. Yeah. But anyway, she had, when she left off for the other season, she had lumps on her breast. So it picked up with, they still talking about the results of this breast exam. Now they say she did have cancer. Now that's what get me back to the show on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because we never heard anything came out of Kimmy's mouth about no breast cancer, nothing cancer, period. But this woman actually got on Instagram and said something about, even named out the cancer of the breast. But now she's saying, well, Giselle, Giselle Bryant, uh, saying that yeah, she was seeking attention. That's why she got on Instagram. And matter of fact, Giselle and me are gonna have a little confrontation about her. She gonna, ask her, are you saying that I was faking cancer? In other words, that's what she was asking. Um, but oh my goodness, honey. And then let me see, Karen has, you know, Karen got a breast. Karen got breast surgery. Uh, and Ray is kind of jealous of the new Karen. We're gonna see that now. That you don't want to think that age have anything to do in a marriage, but Ray and Karen, I think that was inevitable. If, just say allegedly, Karen fooled around what they say she did on Ray. But anyway, we're gonna have to see that in the coming up episodes. But uh all the players are in on this. You know how the first episode is. It kind of lets you see it dot from here, dot from there, to let you see what all we gonna see. And yeah, we are gonna see Mia Thornton. We're gonna see Sharee, We're going to see Giselle and getting divorced, and I believe she's going to even be dating, going to date Peter, allegedly. Peter on Housewives of Atlanta. Peter Thomas, allegedly now. Someone asked, was she dating Peter? And then so we're going to see Ashley get divorced. Yeah, getting a divorce because all her family were telling her about, and due to the trailers, she's going to apply for her divorce from Michael because all her family are gathered around and told her, you just don't buy a house with a man that you going to divorce. So that was season, that season, I mean episode 1. Karen and you know, so we're gonna see that. We're gonna see all of that. It's coming up. It's coming up. Um, it just got to take off. They really showed us bits and pieces of what we are going to see. Like I say, we're going to see Candice. Um, she might even get pregnant because she's taking fertility shots and her husband has to give them to her. And then we're going to see I think Giselle gonna be dating Peter. I'm not saying that, but we're gonna wait and see because she did go visit Peter's restaurant. So we'll wait and see because you know who was there at Peter's restaurant? It was the doctor, Wendy Wendy O'Doppel. uh she had a party at Peter's restaurant, a Nigerian party. Um, so anyway, she's going to be there, elegant as ever. So anyway, I just really brought y'all this episode 1. It kind of showed everybody. Now, episode 2, which is this Saturday coming up. Now we're gonna see episode after episode. I'm gonna break it down to you. But this episode, like I say, was loaded with everybody for us to see just what's going to happen. So anyway, just stay tuned for episode 2 of Real Housewives of Potomac, season 7, episode 2 is coming up this weekend. All righty. Bye bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.